Hey girl, hey. So, we are finally going to finish the story with my ex and, what basically happened at the end of it all. And we're going to wrap up today, okay? This is, I believe, part 8. I believe this is part 8. If you haven't watched the other parts, please go check out the other parts. And so we left off with me finding the other woman, right? The woman that he was marrying, and then on his wedding day, me finding this other woman who was a call girl, right? So, found another woman. I was doing divining work, right? And I was doing some divination. Truth be told, I believe that there was another woman. That other woman wasn't found, but I believe that there was another one on top of that, right? Either way, I found out on July July 3rd. And it's funny because I was looking through my planner, right? I was looking through my planner, and on June 22nd, we actually had a couples massage that I had booked for us. And I ended up doing that couples massage by myself because he didn't show up, right? He ended up getting caught late at work and ended up not being able to make it. So I did that massage by myself. Literally, like, a week and a half before I found out what the hell he was doing. And then I was glad. Looking back, I was glad. Took that damn massage by myself. Anyway, right? In July, once I found out, like, I'm the type of person where I get gone, okay? Like, I gotta go on a little vacation. Like, I am definitely an eat, pray, love kind of bitch. Like, whenever anything happens drastically in my life, like, I like to fucking go somewhere. I like to go somewhere for a week, for a long ass weekend, because that's exactly what the fuck I did. I went for a long ass weekend to Virginia Beach, right? At the end of July, I went for a long ass weekend, right? Then let's see, we get into August. And in August, hold up, this is September. We want to go back to August, girl. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But in August, that's when I started doing, that's when I started doing my, I was starting to do formulations and ish. And I did this hex and curse that I formulated called If the Shoe Fits. If the shoe fits, wear it, right? If the shoe fits. And I used his shoes because he fucked around and left a bunch of his shit here. So I used all the shit he left here, right? To tie and bind his energy to it and continue to do this work. In September, I started doing return to senders, honey, okay? Return to sender, return to sender. I did If the Shoe Fits a few times apparently because I was actually writing it down, right? I'm not going to go into the details of what I was doing, but I will say that I did a return to sender every new moon for about 7 months. Like, yes. I was wilding out, right? We was wilding out. Having a good old motherfucking time. Yes, November we did return to sender. I believe I only did the If the Shoe Fits, wear it a few times because I only had 2 of his shoes. I only had a pair. And like once you fucking do that shit, you gotta chuck it. Yeah, I did return to sender, return to sender, return to sender. For 7 months, I did return to sender, right? I did return to sender, right? We started in August. I did return to sender until fucking February. I went as far as to try to fucking, like, I got a motherfucking candle of a male member because I was going to make it so that it doesn't work anymore. Like, I went that far. I wanted to bury that shit in the graveyard. Let's be real. Like, I was on another level, right? Like, my obsession with destroying him. Whoo, honey. My obsession with destroying him, right? So all this happens in July, August, September, October, in November. And it's funny because it was like on like November 3rd or some shit, right? I fucked around and met my twin flame in the midst of me like being so fucking obsessed with like hexing my ex and all this other shit, right? I met my twin flame And that caused my chakra system to light up, right? And that caused me to confront myself in ways that I didn't feel I was ready for in some ways. Like I had to confront myself in ways that, whoo, listen, I wasn't ready to fucking come to terms with my darkness, because we're gonna get into my motherfucking twin and all the crazy shit I did to him, because bitch, I was like, y'all think I was toxic with my ex that got married, who was getting married? No, I was extra toxic with my twin. The shit that I was doing with my twin, bro, I ain't never did to nobody. Like, bro. But it's like, after just leaving this situation, I was just on such high alert. Like, I refuse to allow anybody to lie to me. And I don't care. I didn't care if I had to snoop, if I had to look through shit. I don't give a fuck. But you're not gonna lie to me. Like, absolutely not. I will not tolerate lying. I don't do that. Like, we don't do that. Right? So I was, let's get back to the ex, right? So I was a little bit obsessed. Not a little bit, a lot. I was a lot obsessed. Okay? Obsessed with his destruction. And that was a motherfucking problem, right? Because I was also simultaneously rising within my power. And that was a problem because I was mind, body, and spirit laser focused on destruction. And not just anybody's destruction, his destruction, right? Which put me in a very negative, dark ass frequency, right? It brought me into a very dark place. Like, I went into the depths of motherfucking hell to fucking hex his ass. I really did. And I didn't give a fuck. Did spirit green light that work? No. Spirit did not green light the if the shoe fits where it curses. Spirit did not green light that. Spirit only green lit the return to senders. But that wasn't enough for me. And like, karma wasn't coming to fuck him up quick enough for me. I wanted to see him dragged. I wanted to see him dragged and paraded up and down motherfucking Fifth Avenue. Like, flogged. I was like, shame, shame. Like, you know that motherfucking scene in Game of Thrones? Shame, shame. That's what I wanted. I wanted something like that. Like, can we get something like that? Can we get something like that? Like, yeah. I can't say I expected it, but did I want something like that? Yes, the fuck I did. Yes, the fuck I did. I wanted something like that, right? So it is what it is. I was a little bit obsessed, and by a little bit, I mean a lot of it. And because of that, like, truth be told, like, come February of 2019, come March of 2019, like, spirit essentially told me, you're done, right? And you're done because, like, there's only but so much that you could do. Like, here's the thing about God. God doesn't play about none of their children. And it doesn't matter what the fuck their child did to you, okay? That's like you go to a playground and little Timmy come and run up and hit you and fucking kick you right in your kneecap. Right? And you wouldn't just grab little Timmy. But if you grab little Timmy's mommy's going to come over here and be wanting to fight. Right? See, little Timmy's mommy is God. See, that's God. That's God with everybody, motherfucking, with everybody. That's God's child. It don't matter what God's child done did. You tell God and let God handle it, right? And that is how we should do it. You go to God, you let God handle it. Because when you try to handle it yourself, you get yourself fucked up. I definitely got myself fucked up. We're going to get into that tomorrow, right? We'll get into that. I definitely can't say that I didn't get myself fucked up, because I did, right? Definitely had to deal with consequences and repercussions for my actions. I definitely did, right? Definitely did. Karma is real, kids. Karma is real, right? So, being that I was a little bit doing the most, Spirit did the only thing that they can do to, like, not just save me from myself, but to, like, ensure that I don't do any harm to myself, any more harm to myself, or any motherfucking harm to others. And what did Spirit do? They took my hand. They chopped off my spiritual hands. And when I used to try to run energy to my hand, it would stop. It would stop at my motherfucking wrist. And let me tell you something, bitch. They didn't give it back to me until January of 2021. Okay? Well, I told you, we was like in end of February, March 2019, right? When I lost my power. when I lost my power. I did not regain it back until January of 2021. That's how fucking long it took me to prove myself, and to prove myself that I was gonna wow out, right? It took me damn near 2 years. So we're gonna continue tomorrow. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.